Alrighty, so I'm going to do my best to explain the French press method. So here is the mini one. This is a 10 ounce. Then this one, it doesn't have the fancy markings, so I marked it myself. This is the 32 ounce. I hardly ever use this one. I find it easier to use this one, even if I'm making coffee for maybe 2 or 3 people. But if you're having 3 or more people that like more than 1 cup of coffee, definitely this is the route, the 32 ounce. So with the French press, it's pretty much the same, like whichever size you get. You have like this plunger type of action. That's what the French press does. So you'll fill it up with the measurement of coffee, which is 1 tablespoon of coffee for 3 ounces of water. So for this one, I put 3 tablespoons of coffee. And so I need to get like a thing to attach to my head or something for the camera. Anyway, so once you fill the beaker, it looks like a beaker. So once you fill that with your 3 tablespoons of coffee, then you're going to have some water boiling on the side. And make sure that you've got enough water boiling that it'll fill up this container. So usually what I do is before I even put coffee in here, I'll fill it up with water all the way to the top and then pour it in a saucepan, and I have that boiling. And so once it sets to a boil, I set my timer for 3 minutes, or you can just set your timer and then you can watch it reach the 3-minute mark. And I have these stir sticks. I like to use these fancy stir sticks and get all the bubbles kind of working out of the coffee once the boiling water and the coffee is mixing together, because the ground up coffee has oxygen inside of each of the little grounds, and that's when it forms what they call the blossom, which is the foam on the top. And that is not from milk, because you haven't put any milk or creamer. That comes straight from the coffee itself. So you'll want to allocate some time for that. And it'll take maybe 1 or 2 tries before you kind of get the idea as to how much water you're going to fill it up to. But usually I like to fill it up pretty high, which is this area. And if it spills over, I don't mind. Like, it's just a little boop. Because when you stir it with this, or whatever, with the air bubbles come out, and then it kind of starts to settle a little bit. So I rest it just like this on the top, and there. So this is how you're gonna have it after you've kind of given it a good stir 2 or 3 times. And then once the timer reaches 3 minutes, then you can plunge. And then your coffee's ready.